What's happening, good people? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? I know some of you guys are surprised that I'm on, running a little late. Plans had to change tonight. Forgot my little niece had a little birthday party tonight over at my father-in-law's house. So that's where I was at. And again, I always tell you guys, make sure you follow me on Twitter so you know if the show is delayed or canceled. But we here. We are here. And it's going to be a very, 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 very short show tonight. I'm really just taking phone calls. I want to hear from SteelerNation because I'm only going to do about 30 minutes tonight, and I'm sticking to that because, listen, my night got ruined as far as the show. Had a wonderful, beautiful night, but, you know, long day. And then, like I said, I had to go to my niece's birthday party. Her birthday was today. And we had a little gathering over at my mother-in-law's. And there you have it. That's why we're running late. But since, you know, we're running late and we're not doing the still table, I'm not going to waste any time. I want to hear from SteelerNation, whether that be chat or whether that be phone calls. The lines are open. Like I said, this show is dedicated to the phone calls tonight. So let's say hello to the early commenters. And like I said, we're going to get right to it. BQ412, Ali Howard, Kev So Nice, Joshua Shields, Stall 2213. Who else is up in here? Rajan 39. Hello, Miss Sade in the building. Again, folks, make sure you say hello to the lovely ladies of the chat. Treat them like royalty. Lay out the red carpet. And whatever else you want to do, just make sure you are respectful and you give our lovely ladies the nice hello and greeting that they deserve. See Antoine Hill, Sport 8, Leonard Dodd. Hello, Debbie. Debbie in the building. What's up, Debbie? She said, hello, peeps. I'm early here because the show was late. Yeah. Yeah, late tonight, man. Late tonight. Again, like I said, I had family obligations that I forgot about. But I wasn't going to let you guys down. Absolutely not. We got to get at least a itty bitty show in tonight. Hello, Miss Lanisha as well. Man, the ladies is in here tonight. The ladies are in here tonight, man. Appreciate our lovely ladies of SteelerNation. Again, fellas, make sure, don't make me ask you. Don't make me tell you to do it. Say hello to the ladies. Treat them like royalty. Oh, look at this. My sister's in the building. What's up, sis? Sister's in the building. And yeah, say hello to her as well. The queen is in the building. All right, man, let's get started. Let's get into it. Let's get active. Let's get real quick. Like I said, tonight, all about the phone calls. Let me see if anybody's already in the queue. Yes, there's 2 in the queue. So that's really where we going tonight. I only got a few things to talk about, and I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm just going to mention them really quick, and then it's all phone queue. Again, we ain't doing but about 30 minutes tonight, and I'm sticking to that. Y'all know a lot of times I say it's going to be a short show. I'll be playing, and it go for forever. Nah, we're not doing that tonight. Matter of fact, time check. We already sitting at 4 minutes and 40 seconds. Oh, look at this. Already got a donation. Round of applause to Sport 8. Thank you. Appreciate the donation. He says, before the calls, please tell me your honest thoughts about Sunday's debacle. I'm still in shock. Really quick, I did want to listen, I told you guys I can't give my true opinions until I rewatch a game. Unfortunately, I didn't get enough time with the All 22 today because I had to travel to work. I'm going to watch some tonight. But I went to a couple specific plays, and I'm going to repeat what I said Sunday. Kenny Pickett was not good Sunday. Kenny Pickett was not good Sunday. He missed some throws. There were 2 throws to Deontay Johnson that, bruh. And again, the reason why I'm like, because what I was saying Sunday was like, look, man, it doesn't mean this kid is terrible. I'm still going to stick to that. And I understand everybody has their own opinions, but listen, man, it was a bad game. And the reason, let me tell y'all the reason why I'm sticking by Kenny Pickett right now. For one, it's still early. For two, I've seen him play way better than this just this past preseason. And if you want to talk about, who was he playing against? Well, against the Buffalo Bills first team defense. We seen a much better Kenny Pickett than what we saw Sunday. I don't know what happened to him. I'm usually talking about his moxie. I'm usually talking about him not, the lights not being too big for him. I don't know what happened. And I know there's more to see, but I went to about 5 specific plays because that's all I had time to look at. I'm going to have more tonight. And again, you guys who are members of the channel, we showing that all 22 tomorrow. So in order for you to see that, you have to be a member of the channel, not just a subscriber, because that's private content. But boy, he missed some throws, bruh. He missed some throws. The offensive line wasn't as bad as I thought on some of these plays. There were a couple of plays, a couple situations where he got pushed out of the pocket. I remember one particularly when we were in like a bunt situation, I think to the right, and Calvin Austin became wide open coming across the middle of the field. The defender slipped, but Kenny had already rolled out to his right. Couldn't get back over there. But moments like that, I'm going to go look at that play and see who gave up the pressure. But I'm going to say this. 2 things I'm going to say. Kenny Pickett was not great Sunday. And Matt Canada has some moments. Bro, I went back and looked at that play. 4th and 4 from the San Francisco 8-yard line. 4 verticals. Four vertical routes on the 8-yard line. Remember that one when he was trying to gun it in there, the Fryer move? Go look at that play. 4 vertical routes on the Niners 8-yard line. Matt Canada. Bruh. Speaking of Fryer move, what was he doing on that second play of the game? I showed Kenyon and Tony that. I sent them a clip. What was Fryer move doing on that jet sweep? I mean, he literally was... Let's get to the phone calls, man. I told y'all tonight is about phone calls. Time check, 8 minutes and 35 seconds in. We're not going beyond 30 minutes or so tonight. Let's get right to the phone calls, man. This is a different show tonight. We got 4 calls already in the queue. Y'all know the routine. Don't be too long, please. Be concise and to the point so that way I can respond concise and to the point and we can get as many calls as possible in. And listen, if you want to guarantee that I answer your call, you can drop a super chat, a donation, leave your area code, and I'll make sure I prioritize your call. Let's get to it. First one in the queue, we got area code 505. You are live.
Hey, what's up, Tim? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Okay, so I have a couple points. Number one, on Kenny, I'm not too mad at him. You know, this is the league's best defense. You know, he had a bad game and he had pressure in his face the whole time. This is what bothers me. There's a recurring theme going on with the Steelers, okay? It's bad enough. It's bad enough that we're one of the most hyped teams in the league right now. And that's going to put a target on our backs off the rip. Why does Patrick Peterson feel the need to be talking shit?
Oh, yeah.
Before even going out there? And guess what? He gets mossed. I'm noticing that this organization is so cocky with nothing to show for it. It's sad, it's pitiful, and I'm disgusted by it. You know, that was a very good team that we played on Sunday. I'm not mad that we lost, but we went out and played like dog shit. And I'm so disappointed in this team right now. All this hype just to blow us down like this, we're better than that. That's all I have, Tim. Thanks.
Man, 505. Man, what a great call. You know what? The reason why I say that is because you said a sentiment that I think most of us can share. What a disappointment. And let me tell y'all this. I didn't know that Patrick Peterson was running his mouth. I had no idea. I first heard that today when I was listening to shout outs to Alex Kazur, Dave Bryan over at Steelers Depot. And I shout out them all the time. Alex sometimes pops up in the show. So if you happen to be here, shout outs to you. When they said that, I had no idea. I was late to that. Supposedly Patrick Peterson was talking trash and saying he was guaranteeing a pick and all of that. And then, yeah, you got it handed to you by Brandon Ayuk, a guy that I wish I would have gotten on my fantasy team. I was looking right at him later in the draft and didn't get him. But anyway, Patrick Peterson, I will say this. You had good coverage on that second touchdown. He just mossed you for the most part. First one looks like you slipped. But I'm going to speak more to the point of what 505 said. Why we talking? Talk is cheap. I'll tell y'all a quick story, man. When I played ball, my coach used to always say, hey, no talking tonight, fellas. And he looked right at me. That means you. Because I was known for a little bit of chirping during the game. Not really saying what we were going to do, but just kind of the bravado. Like, yeah, what up? But at the end of the day, we let our play do the talking. We weren't talking before. Patrick Peterson, you ain't even been in the Steelers uniform long enough to be doing that. Now, I don't know if the organization is cocky as a whole, but I definitely understand your sentiment, man. So thank you for the call. And yeah, Patrick Peterson, you got to chill out. Because either you or Levi Wallace, I think, going to see the bench soon. And I'm going to explain that, too, near the end of the show. Let me hurry up so I can get all the calls in. Next up, area code 318. What you got for us?
Whoa, what's up, Aunt?
What's going on, brother?
Oh, nothing much. I got to show love to both teams, even though Pittsburgh don't deserve it. But, they went out there. I know, they went out there and, they put their bodies on the line. But to the real point, the game was over with at about the second play. When Canada ran that jet sweep, I was like, oh, here we go. And it's the same old stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep it as PG because I know how you are. But that was beautiful. I want to keep it short, but what I saw, I've never been so excited, then been so heartbroken so quick. It hurts worse because I don't really talk smack, but I had ran my mouth a little bit at work to a 49er fan. It didn't go good. It made it look like I don't know what I'm talking about.
Long day today, huh?
Man, bro, I'm trying to keep it short. It's just I want to touch on the defense. I hate that Cam went out, but Keanu, a rookie, he's gonna be nice, dog. I'm just mind boggling. I can't think of his name right now.
Benton, Keanu Benton.
Call him, Keanu Benton. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
He's gonna be nice. I wish I would have saw Porter a little more. And it's just T.J. Watt and Orlando Robbins, they balled out. That's the key thing. It's just we just probably need this slap in the face to let us, to wake us up. Like, hey, this is real. But y'all have a great night, y'all.
Man, appreciate the call. I definitely understand your frustration, and I feel you, man. We all. At the end of the day, and I don't want to exclude our lovely ladies in the chat, but y'all, they even gonna know what I'm about to say here. We all men, that's what we do from time to time. We talk a little trash and da-da-da-da-da. So I get it, but man, boy, long walk back to work, man. The Niners just came in there and they hit us with the sit down, young man. You young. That's how they treated us. And this is the thing that bothers me too. And I know I'm going to strike a chord. I am tired of, even though I know the type of mode we're in terms of the rebuild, I'm tired of my team having to get going. Why we always got to get going and crawl our way out of the hole. Now, last year we went to Cincinnati and we stole one early on the road. Bravo. But then we kind of laid the egg later in the midpoint of the season. And then we try to pick it back up late. I'm tired of that. I can't wait till our team get to the point where they can just fire early and they're competitive from rip, whether they win or lose. I want to come out of most games saying, man, that was a great game. We lost that one. Man, that was a great game, man, but we got that one. But I don't like this feeling. And yes, it's early. It's week 1. I'm not panicking. But all right, let me get through the rest of these calls, guys. Where we at time wise? Because I'm telling y'all, I can't really do much more than 30 minutes tonight, man. So even if I don't get all of the calls, I got to leave a little bit of room for me to give a few pointers. Area code 407, what you got for us?
What's up, Sim?
What's going on, brother?
Hey, man. Big disappointed. Listen, a couple weeks I hit you up, and I was like, tell me why I should believe in Pickett. Tell me. You know,
Okay.
And I hate to be pessimistic about this whole thing, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to feel good about the Steelers until we get that quarterback. And I'm just glad that Pittsburgh has a history of, keeping their coach around even when they're not winning. You know what I'm saying? Pickett is not the answer. I know everybody thinking, shut up, whatever. I'm telling you. I mean, when Ben left, I felt bad. This guy's not the answer. I don't feel we're going to get it done. He is exactly what I thought he was. You know what? And there's the reason why when Big Ben came back, we put him back on the bench. You know what I'm saying? I know they drafted him to be a franchise quarterback. We got to find us a quarterback that we can live and ride, die by. He's not the one. And I think we're not going to do anything until he's gone, bro. I mean, what you think about it? What's your opinion?
Man, appreciate the call, man, and I appreciate you being quick as well. And thank you for bringing it up because I did want to address that tonight. No better time than do it now. After Sunday, I think some people in the chat or some of you guys who view me may get the wrong idea about what I'm saying about Pickett. So I want to be perfectly clear here. I respect 407's opinion. I respect all of you guys and gals' opinions who feel like Kenny's not it. My only thing is I'm saying that I'm not ready to say that yet. Here's the reason why. I saw a much better Kenny Pickett than we saw Sunday. I saw it. A much better one. I just saw it in preseason. I saw shades of it last season, the last 4 games. The win against the Ravens, the comeback win against the Raiders. I saw a quarterback. I never tagged him franchise, but I said, hey, man, this guy got something. I think he could turn into a solid quarterback. I still think he has something. Sunday, he had a horrible game. But I'm not going to disagree with anybody who feels like he's not the guy. And some of y'all have felt like that since college because I'm not here to debate that. We all got our own opinion. So I just want everybody to kind of understand where I stand with Kenny. I'm not there yet to say I'm ready to throw him in the trash and he'll never be it. I'm not ready to say that because, again, no comparison. I'm just giving real life examples. Listen, Josh Allen was horrible in his first year. You know what I mean? I still think Kenny Pickett can turn into a solid quarterback. I don't know about bona fide franchise. I don't know. I don't know his ceiling. I don't know what happened to him Sunday. Again, just think about what you saw out of this kid in preseason this year. You can't tell me that he didn't look better in preseason and look like he was being more decisive, accurate. What happened to his accuracy? I mean, I'm telling y'all, for you guys that are gonna see the footage tomorrow, that one to Deontay Johnson even though we still scored on that drive, dog, he walks in. I showed my wife the play, and she was like, "Oh wow," he walks in the end zone. How do you throw it behind him? I don't know what happened to him, but like I said, we've all seen him play better than that. Just most recently in preseason. So it's baffling. So respect everybody who feels like he's not the guy. I'm not debating you all. You don't have to prove it to me. I'm just saying I'm not quite there yet. I'm giving Kenny some more time. I'm giving him more time, and we'll see what he turns out to be. Next up, area code 443. What you got for us?
What's good, Sam?
What's going on, brother?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. I don't know why it's the issue with the Steelers tackling and them being in that position on defense, which is mind-boggling, but that's for another story, man. Got a little stat for you. The Steelers are a terrible run at home openers in Acrisure and Heinz Field. 2018, they lost to Kansas City 42-7. 2019, they lost to Seattle 28-26. They won 2020 against Denver 26-21. Lost in 2020. They lost in 2021 to the Raiders 26-17. Lost in 2022 to New England 17-14 and lost this year to San Fran 30-7. They had one win in that span. The Steelers offense has now gone 36 straight games under Matt Canada without gaining a 400-yard offensive play. 400 yards in total offense. There have been like 269 instances since 2021 where an offense has gained at least 400 yards in the game. But again, 0 by the Steelers during that span. Last thing, the Steelers under Matt Canada have now scored 1 offensive touchdown or less in 9 of their last 18 games.
Ooh. They've
been held to 20 or fewer points in 13 of those last 18 games. I rest my case, man. Have a good night.
Woo-wee. My man came in here with some beautiful facts. Let's give him a round of applause. See, stuff like that, 443, I appreciate it. I love when people have, and let me preface this by saying, we all can make our cases, we all can have our opinions, but I'm going to say this. I love when you guys give me some meat. You give me reason why you think or feel a certain way. And sometimes you come in with facts. That's what I like. That's what I like. Because I'm not against anybody. This is family. I treat y'all like family. I don't even call y'all subs or nothing. We family. We should be able to have discussions. Sometimes people agree, sometimes they disagree, but I love that. So that's a perfect example of when I be like, yo, give me more. He did it. He did it. Hard to refute that. I'm with you. We all have been on Matt Canada's case. For a couple years, I even said, it was his first year with Ben. Last year, I said, okay, first year with Pickett. I wanted to see a little more. He didn't really give it to me. And then I said, this year, third year, no excuses. And so far, he's looking like old Matt Canada that we know. Again, guys, I'm going to just say one play. 4th and 4 on the San Francisco 8-yard line. And he runs 4 verticals. Just by a quick virtual show of hands, do you guys and gals know what constitutes as a vertical route? I'm going to pause for a moment and let y'all put it in the chat. Do you know what's considered a vertical route in terms of yards? Some of y'all answer that really quick. I'm going to let you ponder on that for a moment before I grab the next few calls. And I appreciate you guys being quick in the calls, man. We got about 3 left, so we're going to get in and get out. But do you all know what constitutes as a vertical route? Throw some answers out there. I promise y'all it's a point as to why I'm asking. Come on. Don't be shy. Somebody throw it in the chat. What is considered a vertical route? Andre Romero says deep ball. No. Not just deep ball. Not 20 yards. Here we go. We're getting closer. Pretty much about a 10 yards. Anything. There you go. Debbie got it. Anything that's about 7 to 10 yards deep is most of the time 10 yards plus, right? Even, in my day of playing ball, usually that's what you're taught. Right? You got to kind of calculate that. If the receiver is going 10 yards or more, it's considered a vertical route, right? And sometimes even a deep dig is a vertical, even though he digs. But if he goes 15 yards and then goes into a dig, it starts off as a vertical route. So it's basically a deeper route, more than intermediate, more than short. That's typically considered a vertical route, usually plus 10 yards, 15 yards or so. So I ask you, if you're on the 8-yard line, why in the world would you run 4 vertical routes? All right, man. I'm gonna borrow from the last caller. I rest my case. Next to the queue, area code 757. What you got for us?
What's the deal, bro? Norfolk representing. What's good? You all right?
Yes, sir. VA in the building. What's going on, brother?
I'm good. Better than the Steelers right now. That's what it is.
Absolutely.
I agree totally with the caller prior to me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I had that right there for you as well with the 400 yards gains that we have not had since 2021 when he took over. But with that being said, you can have as many weapons as you want. You know, we got weapons. But if you cannot implement the weapons, what use are they?
Yeah.
Pickens got upset, and they don't like to see that kind of stuff. I hope we don't try to trade dude away or something with no foolishness. But he's a young man. He's proud. You know, he comes from a winning program. He wants to win. And when you see stupidity happening in your organization, yeah, you're going to act out against it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We ran the ball 10 times. How do you win and do that? How do you win? At that point, all I got to do is sit there and be like, okay, they ain't running the ball. Let me go ahead and put, all the defensive backs I got on the bench on the field. Forget about it, But it's what's happening. The fault lies across the board. Inconsistency. Inconsistent offensive line play on offense and defense. Look at the secondary getting picked apart by Purdy. Purdy is not Brady. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry to tell you. It is what it is. However, people were all hyped up about Pickett in the preseason. They ran vanilla cover 2 and 3 defenses. That's why you're going to look good. They're not going to put their full arsenal on display in preseason against you. So that's going to fall with him throwing behind people, overthrowing people, just making bad reads. He is doing what a rookie would do, and that is he's having to see his receiver open. He's not throwing with anticipation. You can't do that. You can get away with that kind of foolishness in like the Pac-12, in college. You can't do it in the SEC or nothing like that, but you definitely can't do it in the NFL. So they're not coaching this guy up right, and like you said earlier, you hate the fact that we have to get up for games. That comes with coaching. That coach has to bring you out there and have you ready. And then we make no adjustments at halftime. That's some more garbage that goes on. So that's going to fall on Canada, Austin, and Tomlin. Sorry to tell you. It is what it is. I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I'm not a Tomlin fan. I'm not a Canada fan, Austin fan. All my stuff says Steelers on it right there. And I hate what's going on. They didn't give Tomlin an extension. Look at that. He's going to have to show and prove. It's a different beast coming up. So they're doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing, and hopefully we don't waste the talent that we have. We are not going to win when it's number 3 and outs. You're going to get people on defense hurt, and they're going to get gassed. Because 3 and outs, come on, man. It's not working. I appreciate you taking the call, brother. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate the call as well. Said a lot there, so I can't recap it all. And guys, looking at the time, I don't think I'm going to be able to get through all the calls. I might be able to take one more. Man, what's interesting about Kenny Pickett, and I'll talk about it a little bit after the last call, but what's interesting about it is he, to me, is regressed. Remember last year, man, when we were seeing him play even in preseason, then even later on in the season when he played those solid games late, he was anticipating throws. Y'all remember that throw he threw to Freiermuth last year? Way before Freiermuth broke, threw that thing across the middle. So it's funny because I've seen him play better. And I agree with what my man said. It's preseason, you're going to get vanilla coverages. But to me, that shouldn't affect your accuracy. Because speaking of a vanilla coverage, on that second interception, that was a basic cover 2. And Fred Warner is literally running with Connor Haywood. And you just try to force it in there. Like, dog, I could have seen that. I have never played NFL quarterback. I could have went out there for one play and I would have seen, Fred Warner is dropping deep, straight back, mid-read. That's a cover 2. That is tamper 2. That is when the middle linebacker runs deeper than normal. But even if I didn't know the coverage, I can see that he's running with Connor Haywood. Why do you throw that? That's why I'm looking at Kenny like, dog, what? You regressed. I don't know what he was doing last night. Sunday night, Sunday afternoon, whatever. Weird. But like I said, guys, I told you I have to be quick tonight. I can only take one more call. For anybody that I miss, I apologize for that. I do anticipate more and more phone call opportunities as the season progresses. So like I said, it's going to be nights I'm not going to be able to take every call. If you want to guarantee that your call is answered, you could drop a super chat with your area code. Not required. Just giving you that option. We're going to end with one last call from area 651. What you got for us?
Hey, what's up with you, Sam?
What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Depressing game, but one thing I will say, I had to sit back and think about that defense is a lot of different moving pieces that hadn't been there before. So it's going to take a little time for that. But there's no way it should have been that bad. And it seemed like nobody wanted to set it off that game. Like when we played high school football or college, you had somebody that set it off, and then everybody else followed. I didn't see that until the second half when TJ got loose. And it can't be on him all the time, you know. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I feel like the youngsters, they don't know to be scared. A guy like Ben who played well, Calvin Austin who played well, sometimes they don't know to be scared. They're like, look, I'm ready. We're playing football. Let's go do it. So I think we got to infuse some of those guys in there because some people get complacent, especially the older guys. It's the same game. So the Loudermilk, Ben, those boys play well. The tight end, God, I can't think his name right now, but he pancaked your boy twice.
Oh, Washington.
What is man, he pancaked him twice. Oh, my God. So it's just, we got to infuse some of their youth in there, and they're going to make their mistakes, but I'd rather you go at 100% effort than you just standing there looking. The other thing is Canada, man. I was mad at him at first, and I said, well, those receivers were open. I can be mad at him for most of the stuff he does, but those receivers were open. That was a bad day by Kenny. We could have been up and down that field a lot better than that. Mm-hmm. And I feel, and I hate to say this, but I got to tell Tomlin, man, look, I'm with you, coach. I believe in you. But if you don't continue to let a guy like Canada do this, it's going to fall on you. Yeah. You got to say, look, I'm done with this. I'd rather call him myself or something. You can't just keep riding with that. If you ride with it, then you approve of it. So, I don't know, man. But that's all I got.
Man, appreciate the call like always, man. I love all you guys' calls, man. Y'all call with a lot of wisdom and a lot of ranting sometimes, and I love it. I love the raw emotion and raw feelings, and a lot of y'all keep it in check. Regardless of the way you feel, you have supporting things behind your thoughts. So I really, really appreciate that. Like I said, I apologize for those that I couldn't get to the calls, man, tonight. But y'all, I think y'all understand that I got off to a late start tonight, man, and I can't stay too long. We're at 34 minutes. I want to give about 3 minutes or so. 3 minutes or so to talk about a couple things. My man 651 is correct. Listen, I got to point at everybody on this one. And this goes to show you guys that I am not biased. I don't show any favoritism. Listen, I've told you guys, y'all know where I stand as far as Mike Tomlin. I like Mike Tomlin a lot as a person and as a coach. I am a fan of Mike Tomlin. But Mike Tomlin definitely is not void of criticism. Again, you're the head man. It has to fall on you when your staff doesn't get it done. Now, can we always say it directly falls on him? No. But when you see these things, you're the manager, right? Just like me. I'm a manager at my job, right? So what my staff does can fall on me, even if I didn't do it. And guess what? As a manager, I take ownership of stuff like that because that's just who I am. So indirectly, it does fall on him. Come on, Tomlin, because here's a couple quick notes I'm going to point out. And y'all know I like to be transparent with y'all. I haven't had a chance to look at the entire game. I'm going to look at some of that tonight. But I did, when I got access to it, I was sneaking off, looking at a few clips here and there when I got some moments throughout the day. I said this Sunday, And it definitely does look like we play zone quite often, and soft zone at that. Dog, come on, man. Listen, you can't just sit there and let somebody take candy from a baby. I mean, it's almost like, and I give credit for Dave Bryant saying this, and I fully agree. It's almost like Purdy knew exactly where to go with the ball. Like, I don't understand why we play such off coverage. I don't understand that. And Tomlin is a defensive man. Austin is a defensive man. I'm always going to point at y'all. We brought in these bigger corners and all that to play more man press and all of that, or just get in your face, bump and run, but we continue to sit. It's almost like we decided to play tackle to catch instead of letting them dogs go out there and play. Joey Porter Jr. is going to have to get on the field at some point and let him be the man corner that he can be. However, here's the caveat. Patrick Peterson is probably not the man corner anymore at his age, which is why we might have been running a lot of zone. But I always feel like this. Again, there's no right answer, right? The greatest quarterbacks or good schemes, good offensive coordinators will learn how to adjust regardless of what coverage you're running. Whether it's man or zone, your pressure's got to get there too. Another factor that goes into that, getting the ball out quick. Purdy was doing that. But with all that said, I feel like there's a way to condense your zone. Come on, man. We used to do that at my level of playing ball. I didn't make it to the NFL. But there was times where we would run cover 2 a little differently, right? Instead of playing, say, 8 yards off of the receiver, we might play 4. We would condense it a little bit. We still in zone, but we're in better position to kind of trail and still keep our eyes on what's going on, still have enough backpedal and enough space to not get beat deep. You understand what I'm saying? I don't, dog. I'm telling y'all, when y'all watch the game, and again, other teams do it too, but the problem is the Steelers do it repetitively. We be blind so far off the ball. I don't understand it, bro. I don't understand. Wallace was almost, I swear he was about 10 yards off in a lot of them plays. And still backpedaling, trailing. Come on, coach. You got to do better than that. Here's another quick thing. I already talked about the 4 vertical situation. Come on, Canada. I told y'all, it's not that he doesn't have good calls. It's his situational play calls at times. That's a perfect example. 4th and 4. 4th and 4. And you run 4 verticals on the 8-yard line. Here's another thing. Coach T, both Coach T's, whether it's Tomlin or Turl for Austin. Why are y'all playing Minka in the box so much? Can you riddle me that? And again, I like Coach Tomlin. I have no problem saying that, but I'm always going to criticize what I deem to be bad. And I could be wrong, but this is how I feel. And when I go look at the rest of this film, I'm going to let y'all know. And again, the members of the channel will see where we at time-wise. Okay, we at about 40 minutes. Let me cut myself to 2 minutes. Y'all going to see it because we're going through this film. Why we got him in the box so much? He's a free safety. That's where he roams. Now, if you want to bring him down, some cool. We even had him in the slot on a play. Okay, every now and then, but he is your ball hawk in the back end. Maybe he comes down and takes away some of those throws to Ayuk. What else did I have here? 3rd down defense has got to improve. 1st down defense has got to improve. For everybody who's given up hope already, let me take time to remind y'all we started 2-6 last season. So I'm just saying that to say this: the world isn't over yet just because they lost. They lost badly. I think it feels worse because you were on a high seeing how they performed in preseason, and there's a lot of hype around this team. But they did play one of the best teams in the league, the best defense coming in this game in the league. Top 3 offense. But don't go burning everything down now. We started 2-6 last year and ended up with a positive record. So pump the brakes, but we gonna keep our eyes on this game on Monday. And that's it. I wanted to address the coaches, man. Come on, man. Y'all got to do better. TJ Watt, round of applause.
90 seconds.
As y'all hear Blog Talk counting down. About to hang up Blog Talk. So 443 and 651. Hanging this up, but I'm only going to be on for probably another minute, if that. Because I don't want it to keep telling us how much time is left. But yeah, come on, coaches. Y'all got to do a better job.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
Y'all got to do a better job with that. And let me say this too, because I said this last week. I don't really buy into the and I understand what my man 757 was saying, but I don't really buy into the having the team ready to play theory. I think you come in every week having your team ready to play. It just may be a lack of coach adjustments and such. I don't believe no NFL team, a respectable team and coach, goes into any game unprepared. I don't believe that. Because again, as someone who's played sports, I don't believe our coach ever had us unprepared. It's a figure of speech. And I think we say that just off of results. No one ever says that when a team wins. No one ever says that when a team wins. Have you ever heard anyone say, I don't think they was prepared. They got the win, but I don't think, you ain't never heard that. So it's results driven. So, but come on, guys. Y'all got to do better than this, man. Now, I know it's only week 1, but that performance was horrendous. Be competitive. I don't expect my team, this Steelers team, to be world beaters right now, but I expect them to be competitive and maybe sneak in the playoffs, maybe get a win, but I don't expect them to just be this grandiose team right out the gate. But we got to be better than that. So those are just the few things I wanted to get off my chest, man. Like I said, guys, I'm going to watch some film tonight. I'm going to try to make it happen. More than likely it happens tomorrow. Channel members, all 22, that exclusive footage for you all. We're going to take a look at some things. But again, man, I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me tonight. Later than normal. Sorry I couldn't do my normal format, man. But, had my little niece's birthday party. Had to attend that. But I wasn't going to let this day go without giving y'all something. So I'm glad y'all showed up and showed out. Before y'all go, I need y'all to do this right here. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on those notifications. That's the least you can do. Don't cost you anything to do that. Outside of that, I should be back to you guys on Friday with the pregame preview. Well, maybe Saturday, since we don't play until Monday. And oh man, I forgot to mention this, but how could I forget Cam Hayward? We're going to talk about that more later. Significant loss, man. Significant. And have we seen the last of Cam Hayward as we know him at 34 years of age? That's a tough pill to swallow. But all right, man, we're going to get out of here tonight. Y'all know the routine. Stay safe. God bless. Good night. Thank you for tuning in. And like always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.